Hey Taurus, how y'all doing? I'm so happy to be back with you. I really missed you. We're going to be doing your December monthly readings here because I'm going to come right back into your January readings. So we're going to start off with the animal energy like we always do and go from there. Let's talk about your, I almost said medication. Okay. Let's talk about your meditation for a moment. It was interesting because I saw some late 1800s imagery here. It felt like a major city hub of sorts, like New York or Chicago in the late 1800s. And then I heard the song, I think it's called Secrets by One Republic, but it's like, tell me what you want to hear, something that'll light those ears, something, I'm going to give all my secrets away. Because I saw like a time shift moving into like a more modern day, and I saw a soundstage in the middle of this city center. It kind of felt like Brooklyn a little bit, like downtown Brooklyn. And then I saw, the Taurus energy personified on stage with a microphone, like just like speaking some sort of huge announcement or truth or whatever have you. Then I saw the image of an eagle come and land on the Taurus collective shoulder. And I saw like newspaper, a lot of newspaper, like read all about it, read all about it, read all about it. It kind of felt like a coming out party in a way where it's like, I have something to say. I'm standing in my power and truth. I know what I'm doing now. The course is set and clear, living out loud in a big way. But let's see what's going on for y'all. It was really fascinating. It felt like I went back in time and then went forward. Was interesting. Could be generational healing as well going on here. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed. Look at what you got. You got the butterfly. I'm so excited about this. Guys, the butterfly energy, when the butterfly energy comes up, you are in for a beautiful, beautiful time this December. Okay, so the first thing I want you to notice about the butterfly, right? Aside from, we already know it's an air energy. We know that butterflies represent transformation and metamorphosis, and they're experts at change, right? A lot of us as humans, and I really should say most of us humans, they say that the only constant is change, but as humans, we really can have a difficult time with change, right? Especially my beautiful fellow fixed sign that you are. I'm an Aquarius, so I understand that as a fixed sign, change can be somewhat of a challenge for us in particular. But the butterfly also, while it represents all of those beautiful things and change and the power within transformation, it's also about having such a light load. And this is, clicking in with me really beautifully, because what I saw in the meditation was getting need another story, something to get off my chest, something to confess. That's the beginning of that song, I believe. And the butterfly has no room for baggage, my loves. It carries the lightest load there is. It can't carry anything else. So when we talk about baggage, things weighing us down from the past or anxiety over the future, the butterfly has no room or ability to carry that. So we can take this quite literally as really feeling like you have a light load here in December, or rather the lack of a load at all, which is really, 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 really beautiful. I also associate, personal note, I also associate butterflies with Libras. So you might have some beautiful Libra energy around you. But the butterfly, whenever this comes up, this is about feeling literally light as a feather, like you don't have a care in the world, like you just feel free from whatever ties could have bound you or anything that was weighing you down, especially if there was something that needed to be said or needs to be said or spoken. Okay, I'm getting that in such a huge way. And the beautiful freedom and feeling that comes from getting things off of your chest and putting it out there. What a beautiful energy here. So a fun note for today, you guys know that I've been away from you for a minute, and now I'm back. I thought it would be fun. This is the deck of tarot that I learned on when I was 16 years old. I thought it would be really fun to bring them on today and work with them. So yeah. All right, so let's see what's going on for y'all in the month of December for my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bulls. What's going on? Oh, Taurus. Whoa. Okay, we got 3 at once. They're hurrying me right along. Wow. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands here. I mean, this it's beautiful. So Knight of Wands is an energy that is very fast moving, right? I mean, you can tell, right? It's like, at full gallop and steam ahead here. The wands rule the realm of passion, desire, artistry, all of that good stuff. I'm always drawn to the salamanders on the Knight of Wands gorgeous garb here. Salamanders and lizard folk are primarily about dream time, right? So this could be quick acting movement towards your dreams. It's full steam ahead, but I want to point something out. No baggage here, right? Do you see that the Knight of Wands could never move so quickly if this poor pony was like laden down with all of this baggage, right? That's the feeling that I'm getting here. It's as if a lightening of load, whether something is spoken or an action is taken, that's been like a sort of like a monkey on your back, so to speak. It's done, it's over with, it's past. You let it go, or you release it, or you finally get to it, whatever this is for you. And it's as if this weight is taken off you and then you're out of the gates. It's very, very cool. I do feel like some of you, because I'm getting the image of a carousel, with the pony carousel at the circus. I feel like for a handful of y'all, some of y'all might have been waiting on something or someone. That could be for some of y'all the baggage that's released. Or listen, I feel kind of weird calling it baggage. That's just like the easiest. It feels like there's a better word for it that's escaping me. Maybe coffee will help. There just could be, an weighted element. And it feels like for some of y'all, this could have been someone or something you were waiting on. Either to come back around or come full, because they keep showing me this carousel, to come full circle as well. This also could have been enlightenment about a certain path that you were, remember, this can be different for everybody, right? But there could have even been like waiting on a sign or the universe to send you some sort of clear message about a next best step, whether this is where to move, a career path, a person, something that was in your energy that felt a bit stagnant, like a lake that doesn't move. And then there's a catalyst here that turns it into a flowing river. It's very cool. So then you got the Ten of Swords. So, I have to tell you something. Ten of Swords is one of my favorite keys. I'll tell you why. I know it looks super intense here. But Ten of Swords is so beautiful because it is a final ending, complete stop, full-fledged period. Right? It's not 9.5 swords. That's what I love to say about this key, is because 9.5 is like, oh my God, please just let the rest of the sword fall so that I can get on about my life, so that I can raise like Lazarus from the dead and start my new chapter, right? This does speak of a full ending. I'm getting this feeling, any of you guys that have a propensity, whether you have air in your chart or not, sometimes it's just about being human, and we really can get into this place of analysis paralysis. Any of you who've really been in your head overthinking things, again, with this weighted element that's, maybe been holding you down a bit, whatever that is for you, it really feels like the release of it just closes whatever chapter this is in a beautiful way that opens a clear path moving forward. You know what I'm getting? This really funny imagery. It's really funny. Did anyone ever play Candyland? As a kid, this is so random how they're putting this to me, but Candyland, the game Candyland. I'm seeing that some of you were stuck at a certain point in Candyland. And then there's a catalyst here. Now, this can be an internal catalyst, okay? I am living proof. Like, internal catalysts are real and they can absolutely happen if you set that intention, right? Just be willing to go along with the change that happens as a result of that. I think I'm feeling this too because of the new moon that we have a beaver moon coming up tomorrow on the 26th. I mean, depending on when you're watching this. The new moon phase is, well, the moon phase in itself is always 3 days, the day before, the day of, the day after. So either way, that's the energy that's coming up here. But it feels like stuck at a certain point, and then it's either an internal catalyst or an external catalyst. So it can either be like a tower or like an internal tower that comes along and just shifts you forward into the next position. It's very cool. But there is something about endings and beginnings here, right? Take a load off. I just heard take a load off. Okay, remember how I was talking about how this butterfly could not, fly with any baggage or anything. And do you see all of these swords in this poor man's back, right? Something to that. And do you see the river here and the mountains? And do you see all of this imagery here? Let's look at this. Ooh. Do you see how the Knight of Wands is in the desert, really arid, like, you know, where's the 7-Eleven for a big gulp, real thirsty, right? And then you have the water here. It feels like you're going towards something in blind faith that just feels really right to you as well. Because then you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So this is really gorgeous here. The 5 of Wands in the upright is about high competition, maximum amount of effort. Okay? 5 is the number of change, right? This really, and again, we're talking about change and transformation a la the butterfly. There is something happening here that, but again, it's in the reverse, which means if you've been in a place where things haven't felt very flowy, I'll say, very flowy, I feel like you're moving into a time where the keyword feels like effortless. Because if you think about a butterfly, if you've ever watched a butterfly before, it does have that, it does encapsulate that feeling of effortlessness, right? Effortlessness. I'm getting something. Butterflies, so funny. Butterflies have a reputation from fluttering about from one flower to the next, right? But what I'm getting here is like butterflies actually will stay at one favored flower until it has completely gained its sustenance from it. So I feel like they're telling me that because this place that you're going to, you're gonna be in for a minute, and that's a beautiful thing. So my beautiful fellow fixed signs, yes, this is a time of change and transformation. It is, you know, for a lot of y'all, it's the end of one year and the beginning of another, into 2020, into a beautiful 4-year, coming out of this challenging 3-year of ups and downs and all arounds and extremities. It really feels like you're going into a place where it's just, you're not who you were before. And I love it. I'm also getting a lot of repeating numbers, mixed numbers are going to come up for y'all. 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay. Number of, and 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers here for Knight of Wands. Guys, I love it so much. You got the High Priestess. Woo, 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 woo. See, the Knight of Priestess. Why isn't there a Knight of the Priestess, Kay? The High Priestess clarifying the Knight of Wands. Did I not say that you were moving into the unknown just on faith and a good feeling? That's exactly what this is, everybody. See, the High Priestess is all about moving into the unknown. She encapsulates for me not just moving into the unknown, but embracing the unknown, right? One cannot discover new lands unless they consent to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. That is one of my favorite quotes. It's anonymous, but I have it hanging on my wall. And that's coming up for me now because she does represent the mysteries, right? The great mysteries, right? But also tapping into one's intuition. It's like, you don't necessarily need a handbook of everything that's coming up for you to move forward with faith. Tuning into your intuition and just going, I'm doing this. You know, they're tying me back to, so this is saying like clicking in with your intuition, embracing the unknown, full steam ahead, and you being rewarded for doing that, right? Fortune favors the bold. Ooh, I just got shivers. Fortune favors the bold. That feels like the tagline for this whole thing. But that's very much what this is. I am getting very specific energy around the month of February for you. Something about February feels you might be fully seated in upright position with your seatbelt fastened by February. There's something about that. Something about that. I do feel like for some of you guys, you will find that in this transformation, in this metamorphosis, I do feel like your intuitive abilities, once you trust them and move forward with them in this newly fully realized way, they're gonna upkick for you as well, because it's like Spirit has been like, okay, well, put the money where the mouth is in a nice way, and show us that all of the proof or evidence or ley lines or map that you need to go forward is your intuitive sense, your gut, your instinct leading and guiding you. Can you have faith to step into the unknown like the Knight of Wands, right? Do you see if he keeps going like this, he might fall off a cliff? Paired with the High Priestess, it's like, oh, he may fall off the cliff, but he's going to land on a really beautiful, comfy, mega Serta mattress with a cup of tea and a beautiful, you know, princess or prince. Hey, you know. Let's get a clarifier for Ten of Swords. There's something about past life coming up here. Oh my God, right as I said that, I cannot. I just said past life and we got the karma key, which is AKA judgment. Let's talk about, oh, I just got shivers. Let's talk about this. Do you remember when I saw I keep hearing Time Warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Do you remember when I said at the beginning about I felt like I was in the late 1800s and then it switched over into the modern day, and it was, there is something about, and then this Ten of Swords here, listen, whether you were aware of this or not, we do carry within us not just generational trauma and not just generational resilience as well, but also past life. This can manifest in phobias or dislikes that you really can't point a reason to. Like if you just really have a fear of flying, but you've never had a firsthand negative experience with an airplane, or you're just terrified of the ocean, but there's no reason behind it. It can really manifest in a lot of different ways, right? This is so much bigger than you moving into a new place and letting go of these ties that bind and weigh you down like a boulder of just this present life. This has to do with a past life as well. I have to tell you, there's something here that gets healed as you move ahead into the unknown. I do feel, they keep showing me like a clock or a compass. There's something about which direction am I going? I need to know where the bathrooms are along the way or else I'm not going. I need to know where I can stop for a big gulp. I need to know where I can pull over. I need to know where the rest stop is. There's something about moving ahead anyway that absolutely clears this past life, I want to say like trauma baggage boulder. Because the judgment key is about rising like Lazarus. Oh my God. Yes, darlings. There's a lot of stuff around rebirth here, darlings. This is very much, the final call. This is very much about rising up from the dead, final judgment, karmic repayment, karmic payout. That's what this is. And the funny part is, my beautiful bulls, is I don't even know how cognizant you are of this. Not to say that you're not intuitive and with it. I'm saying that if you were fully cognizant of this, it might be a little too intense. Do you know what I'm saying? So it feels like this going forward in faith, this High Priestess is actually a beautiful balm and tonic for you. Because it's like, you know what? You know how horses, they put those blinders on them? That's what it feels, but they're beautiful, blessed blinders that you have to move ahead. Because if you saw what was in the peripheral, you would buck, right? There's something to that. It feels, there's really something to that. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's get a clarifier for 5 of Wands. Oh my gosh, I can't. Taurus, yay. Justice, Libra energy. Oh my God, and I was talking about Libras. You really could have Libras around you. Listen, justice, Libra energy to clarify the 5 of Wands in reverse. This is everything as it should be. This is a beautiful balance. This is karmic balance. This is everything. This is thank you very much. I want to point something out. Do you see the 2 columns here, the mirror effect here with the High Priestess and then the pillars with the Justice here? I'm telling you, and the color purple is really standing out to me too here with her lavender, which I got right over there. Love me some lavender, which is about peace and tranquility and calm. But purple's also the color of the crown chakra, which is very much the color of intuition. Also connects to the amethyst here and here, which is one of the birthstones of Aquarius. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Aquarius and Libra energy. Listen, this what you are moving towards is so beautiful, but it's fated. Do you know the difference between destiny and fate? Anyone who, knows anything about the Greek legends might be aware of this. Like, just ask Oedipus, right? Ask Oedipus the difference between destiny and fate. But fate is something that is not changeable. It's just not changeable. You cannot escape your fate. Your destiny, however, right? There's more than one road there, and the destiny can take on different forms and colors and patterns and given circumstances based on the choices that you make via your free will, right? But what I'm picking up on here, darlings, is not your destiny, it's your fate. And it's a beautiful fate, right? Beautiful. This is so beautiful, but it's not escaping the fact, it's not escaping me, first of all, that the ones up top are all minor arcanas, right? Which is like, if you see something you don't like, you can change it. But all of the clarifiers are major arcanas, which denote what? Fated events, right? High Priestess, Judgment, Justice. It's all going to be worth it, this transition that you're going through. And I have to tell you, for some of you guys, it's going to be kind of quick. For others, it'll take it'll be as quick, but it'll feel longer. You know how time is tricky and fluid and all of those things. But I have to tell you, I really feel like for December, I keep hearing take a load off, take a load off, take a load off. The song Atlas by the Wood Brothers. There's something about that. If any of you guys have been Sisyphus, right, from Greek mythology, if any of you guys have been Sisyphus, rolling a boulder up a hill just to watch it fall down again and do it again, this is you walking away from that boulder. It's like, no, this is where I was headed, but no. I'm going to go this way. I no longer care what the, quote, smart choice is for me. I don't care what other people expect of me. I literally am stepping into a place where I am unabashedly and unapologetically doing my own thing. And that, you know how they say the truth will set you free? That's what this feels like. Let's go ahead and get a goddess for y'all. I have shivers. It's really cool. Let's get a goddess for my bullfolk. Oh my God, I love it so much. Okay. She is just one of my favorite ladies ever. Yamanya, although I call her Yamaya. I really don't know why they have the extra N on here. It's technically Yamaya, but whatever. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Hello, I'm going to say it again for the seats in the back. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them, or rather, sashay through them, darling. Sashay through these open doors. I want to point something out. Dolphin here, right? Remember when I was talking about past life phobia, past life trauma, and I talked about a fear of the ocean? That could be very specific for a few of you. This dolphin energy here too is very much about being in the play and lightheartedness of life, very similar to the butterfly here. This golden opportunity, this door. Remember how I pointed out the pillars here? Looks like doorways. You're being called to step outside of any fear or any obligation or any feeling of waiting on anything, right? To step through the doors that your intuition, right, guides you to, and stepping through those doors with a complete lack of fear that brings you out of the other side into a place of effortlessness and exactly where you're meant to be. I'm telling you, fortune favors the bold. I think that's what I'm going to call this reading. And this is so beautiful. By the way, let's talk about Yamaya just for a second. Yamaya, I love her so much. She is the goddess of bodies of water, okay? All bodies of water, lakes, rivers. I've been feeling water this reading too. Oceans, all of that good stuff. But she's also the goddess of emotional healing, okay? You know, I'm drawn to how open her heart chakra looks here, or feels. Like, this is the feeling that comes from just completely releasing anything that is not of your highest and best good, cutting any emotional ties that bind that no longer resonate with the energy that you're moving into. That's what this is. And I'm hearing Free Falling by Tom Petty on your ending note. My beautiful bulls, I just love this reading for you. I'm so happy. It was such a pleasure to be back with you after my little Four of Swords-esque hiatus. This was your December monthly reading. I'm going to be right back here soon with your January. Actually, it's going to be your 2020 readings. And then also, my 1-year anniversary is in 2.5 weeks. My 1-year anniversary of YouTube. I'm going to be announcing a really special giveaway. It's a giveaway that I have not done before. And I'm just really excited to be back with y'all. I'm really excited for your December. And with that being said, just thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your support and watching. But mostly, as always, just thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.